Hey everybody, it's Michael Boothby here with LoveWise Media, and we're here at MycoFest. Just kidding, it's MycoFest, Mushroom and Arts Festival, and we're gonna go interview people, see what's going on. Let's go.
Tamaqua, PA. MycoFest. Who's excited about that?
Yeah!
All right. Yeah. It's wonderful. Nice and wet. Mushrooms are happy. Plants are happy. We're happy. So, yeah, just want to welcome y'all.
Alright guys, LoveWise Media, and that's Alexia DeCroix, and we're about to go on a little mushroom forage. We're getting on a bus, so yeah, we'll check back in a bit. Alright guys, we're at the Old Log Trail. We're about to go forage some mushrooms.
Pick up this one here, the Old Log Trail. We're going to see some decent microclimates along the sides of ferns and some of the stilt grass, as well as the creek itself is a runoff. So we're going to see a lot of stuff popping up right on the creek. So watch where you step. You're probably going to see chanterelles or black trumpets, sometimes right on the path. We're going to try and not pick them all before the people in the back get to see them. So I'm going to pick one or two as I'm demonstrating just to take back to the table. And then if you can leave the rest for everyone to see, because we do have a big group, not everyone's going to be able to see it when I'm demonstrating it. So if we can just like kind of daisy chain that information back as best as possible of like, oh, here's a mushroom. Oh, here's a mushroom. And just make sure everyone can get to see that. By the way, my name's Justin. Cantharellus. So this is a chanterelle, I believe a smooth gild, so this is Cantharellus latierus. Out in teams, wonderful right now. I'm going to assume that these are also smooth gild. I'm going to pick the smallest one just to confirm.
Dangerous thing with style. That's what I call art.
What are we looking at?
No peeking.
Just trolling.
So is that like a baby? Oh wait, is that gills?
This is gild. So right away, you would see something like this and think, in this type of season, that this is a Cantharellus minor. This is something that would look like straight from the top, Cantharellus-y. But we can flip it over. Right away, I saw this like weird flecking on the stipe. And secondly, as I turn it around, we got full gills on this bottom side. Yep.
We're going off trail now for a little off trail forage.
Oh, here's a mushroom.
Alright guys, we're heading back to the festival on the school bus. We learned a lot about mushrooms. It was really great. Yeah, we're gonna go back and have some lunch and do some interviews. Yeah. We're here with JB from JB's Imaginarium. How's it going, JB?
It is going really well.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us a little bit about, how did you get started, why, and how's it going?
Well, I think like everybody else, when COVID hit in 2020, we were all sort of confused as to what happened next. So we got, idle hands are the devil's playground. So we decided, let's start making stuff. And that's how we started with our little business here. And we make pretty much everything. We deal with traditional art, painting, acrylic, some crafts, and a lot of bones and a lot of mushroom interest. So we cover a lot of ground. We don't sit still. We make a lot of weird and wonderful stuff.
Wow. So were you guys artists before doing all this, I imagine?
We always had a bit of a creative bug. She was certainly more artist than I was. I come from more of a technical field. My day job is definitely more tactical, which is really kind of sad. How's it going, bud?
What's your name, man?
Herman.
Hi, Herman.
Nice to meet you, man. Are you helping out? No. No, you guys are hanging out? It's a festival, guys. It's a festival. How many festivals have you guys been to?
We average about 1 or 2 a month. This is our first time here at MycoFest. We usually hit things like fairy festivals and witch festivals. We were just up at Witchfest in New York City, so that went really well for us. So hoping that this weekend goes really well. We're off to a hot start, quite literally.
Yeah. Our camera's overheating. Hopefully it's filming. Yeah. Anyways, cool. This is awesome. Yeah, we're just gonna get some footage of it all. But yeah, hope it all goes well for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're over here at Smug Town Mushrooms, and you guys have quite an eclectic selection. You got books, you've got mushrooms, you've got crafts. Can you tell me a little bit about how you got started, and then how it's going and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I've been mushrooming for almost 20 years now, and I started cultivating about 10 years ago, and been coming to Mycosomatics Festival before it was actually called MycoFest, and this is a beautiful annual event that we're happy to be at. And we aren't just mushroom cultivators, we're also hoarders of eclectic materials like awesome books and vintage and like just really cute stuff. And not everyone is just a single focus, and we're definitely all over the place.
Were you always a collector?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When did that start? Like, what brought that about?
Just like hating to buy things new, and like how things are really made poorly these days, and they break, and things from the past are way better.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of crap in the world, and there's so much goodness. So I hate to even use the word recycle, but because
we're reusing it. We're reusing it.
Yeah.
So, and offering it to others to make a new home for it, or to do art, or whatever they see fit.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yes, and we got lots of goodies and grow kits, tinctures, field guides, vintage books, knickknacks, teas, all the good stuff.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
It does.
And I think, I always strive to be the picture frame, so that the picture you see and you create that. Just like when, you remember those books that you read when you were a kid where it was like, the sentences were like 4 or 5 words long, and it was like a famous book and everyone loved it, and you're like, wow, this is so simple. And your imagination filled in all the gaps, and you loved it. And then you saw the movie and it was like, what is this? Right? That is the power.
This is liminal time. This is like things are changing.
Right.
And so this is a tool for that time.
Yeah.
Like
Liminal
that,
time. I love that you just said that.
That's how I would see this, and it meets everyone where they are. Like we're all like that's what's so special about right now is it is meeting each person individually on their journey, but we all are having the same experience.
Right.
Like the only other time we have a cultural touch point of everyone sharing the same experience would be like the biblical flood. Like, wow, that kind of effed up a lot of people's lives. Like,
Yeah,
like the last 3 years effed up a lot of people. Like it touched everyone.
Oh, yeah.
And so because of that, we have this shared experience, and this is what we're coming out of. So this is very much to fit that, like recognizing, like we're all coming through this.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so it's day 2 of MycoFest 2022, and we're over here now with the food vendors, and we're gonna go chat to them.
Yep.
Here you guys, vegan cafe. We got Corey.
Welcome. This is a farmhouse. Brandy.
Randy, how you guys doing? Tell us a little bit about your operation. What you got going on here?
We make vegan food. My wife was vegan about 5 years ago, so we started this cafe, and I've been a chef for 20 years, so I started making all the food for her, and we just took it out on the road.
So they grow it, they pick it, they process it, they cook it, they serve it, they clean it up. Nobody else does it. Why? Because it's hard to do. They kill it.
Yeah.
They kill it. And they make it look easy, and I love it.
What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing to make?
Peanut noodles.
Peanut noodles?
Everybody knows mine.
I like the gyro. I like
the gyro. And what do you use instead of meat?
We use seitan. So I make my own seitan, got a wheat gluten, and other ingredients. I use tahini and tomato paste and other things, and gyro meat. So.
How long have you guys been vegan?
I'm actually not vegan.
Okay.
My wife is vegan.
I'm not vegan because I eat
either, but my wife is vegan. That's why.
Okay, but you're selling vegan food.
Yes.
Well,
I've been a chef for 25 years.
Yeah,
I know how to do it. So.
Hey.
So I do it,
On a high
and
day,
she's
there's nothing
actually
better.
turning me. I don't like dairy anymore, so I stopped eating dairy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm an egg eater.
Yeah, I still raise chicken, so I eat.
I can't be vegan. Sorry, y'all.
Sweet. Thank
However,
you guys.
Well, thank you. That was good to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
This is Keanu. We're over at Vanna Banana, and they just sold out of all their ice cream.
Everything, man. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all having me today. Shout out my man's Will. You're doing big things, baby. You expanding and growing and connecting and creating beautiful experiences for everybody. So, so much love, bro. For real, for real. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how long you guys been doing this?
2 years now. We just started in Philadelphia. Had a couple $100 and an idea. Bought a little ice cream maker. Started teaching myself how to make ice cream. And it started popping off,
That's so awesome. You sold out here. I mean, you guys been going to a lot of festivals?
We've been, not as many festivals as we like, but we getting booked for a lot of private events,
that's great.
Smaller festivals, and we sell ice cream in stores in Philadelphia.
That's amazing. High five, man.
You can find me at Vanna Banana, Philly. Let's zoom in on this little, you know what I'm saying? That's my Instagram @ If you want to find out what I got going on, that's where you can find out about it. We all around Philly. You want to book us for an event in the tri-state, hit us up.
Awesome. Let's go. Hey guys, this is Ashley from Omnom. Hey man, how's it going?
It's going good.
Sweet, can you tell us a little bit about what you're vending? And go.
Yeah, so we have some mushroom products here. We have a mushroom farm in Arkansas, and we have some mushroom jerky, a few different varieties, of lion's mane and oysters. We also have some mushroom art. So we dry some of these mushrooms, and we make magnets, pins here, mushroom necklaces. These are cut in epoxy resin.
So y'all guys also have some organite over there.
Yeah, we also have some organite, and then of course we dry the leaves. Yeah.
Sweet. Where can people find you guys?
We're in Northwest Arkansas. We're in Eureka Springs. We have a Facebook page. You can check out for Ozark Mountain Native Organic Mushroom.
There we go. Thank you so much, man. Sweet.
Alexia DeCroy with LoveWise Media, and we're here with
Zen Frankie.
Okay, and Zen Frankie is here at the MycoFest. And tell us a little bit about what you do, because you've got a lot of things out here.
Thank you. I am a meditation teacher, Reiki master teacher, an herbalist, mycologist, sound healer, an all-around medicine man. I help people with so many different ailments: cancer, thyroid, fibroid, gut issues, anxiety, depression. This is what I do. Help people put their bodies in alignment.
Oh, very nice. Using all those tools that you just mentioned.
Exactly, precisely.
And do you do personal sessions? Do you do sessions online?
Yes, I do sessions online, and I can do distant Reiki sessions. Reiki massages are available also in person. And you can get all of my medicine shipped to you throughout the entire United States.
Very good. Where are you located?
I am in Chicago.
Okay. And you traveled all the way down here for this?
10 hours.
That's amazing.
Yes, it was great. Great drive.
Very cool. And so some of the stuff that you have here, you know, maybe just like you could tell people about it.
These are my mushroom coffee. Has lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, dandelion, burdock, ginger, cassia, cinnamon stick.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
It is. It's great.
Yeah.
Tastes great. My Reiki sprays help calm the mind, remove negative energy, help balance the emotions. Smells great. Healing butter, cannabis-based body butter that helps with absolutely any pain instantly. And then we have jewelry, beads, necklaces. Yes, this is us.
Very nice. Are all these things available? Do you have a website
Yes.
where these things are available?
Zenvegan.life. Zenvegan.life is the website. Zen Frankie is the Instagram and social media.
Very cool. It's nice to talk to you today. I
Thank
hope
you,
you have
love.
like a successful and beautiful festival. I'm sure people are enjoying meeting you. I know
Yes.
you were walking through the crowd with your frankincense and spraying your spray
Yes.
during my favorite talk here so far. So I just appreciate it.
Thank you, love. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's nice to meet
You're welcome.
you.
Thank you.
How's it going, man?
Pretty good.
Cool. So tell us a little bit about your business. You know, how long you've been doing this, why you're doing it, and how's it going?
September it'll be about 10 years. I think I've been doing pretty much just the mushroom-based theme for about 4 years now. Pretty much everything. I do wholesale shops and individual like custom orders.
Okay.
Actually, a lot of people had already seen my work here, which is nice. But I mean, people appreciate it. It's nice to see it.
Yeah, it is a mushroom festival.
Yeah, it's the right audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nice seeing that 'cause everybody knows what everything is.
Okay.
It's a real good response.
So I see you guys have some like mixed media art as well.
Yeah, my wife does all the collages.
Okay. You want to speak about that, kind of your process and all that? Yeah.
My name is Carlin, and this is all my paper collage work. I do everything with the scissors and a glue stick, and then I take it to a shop to get the reproduction. So I've got stickers, prints, vinyls, and I've been doing this for a long time. We've been traveling back and forth to festivals for about 6 or 7 years now. This is our main thing, and we're about an hour south of Nashville, Tennessee. So it was a nice 2-day drive up here. It's our first MycoFest, and we're having a ball up here. It's awesome.
Sweet. And obviously people can find you guys at festivals, but can they find you online?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and Reddit under GMA Glass, and also I've got a big cartel under GMA Glass too, GMAY Glass.
Cool. You on Instagram as well?
Yeah, I am. I'm Carlin Rose. I'm Carl Up and Die on Instagram, and you can find my artwork there. And I do customs, I do album artwork, I do whatever you want.
Sweet. Colin, Jeremy, thank you guys so much. I hope the festival continues to go well for you.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Of course. Thank you guys. Hey guys, it's Michael and Alexia from LoveWise Media. And we just had some, what are these?
These are tallow.
Tallow?
Can of tallow.
Can of tallow brownies.
We just ate some Canatella brownies.
From Queen Bee's Pharmacy.
Yeah. We're about to interview them, and it's gonna be backwards today. we probably can't read it. But yeah, we'll probably be filming that soon. But we hope you guys are doing well. We're having a blast at MycoFest, and
they're really good too.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
Danny, People's Herbalist.
And you're out of?
I'm out of North Jersey.
Okay. And so these are all the products he has. He's gonna like talk about them.
We have several blends, tonics, shilajit. We have hot sauce, which is fresh off. We just a couple of weeks ago dropped the hot sauce, but today you guys are gonna sample our premier juice vitamin herb combination called ambrosia. So I'm gonna give you guys a shot.
Yeah, but tell us what's in it, because I mean there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
There's a lot of stuff in here. We have hibiscus, we have blueberry, cranberry, rose hips. We also have nettle tea to give it all those minerals, and it's sweetened with agave and has lemon juice.
Yeah. Plus the elixir.
Yes.
Which one is it?
It has this combination of herbs, our chocolate gold, which is goji berry, astragalus, and chaga.
Oh, very nice. Chaga's cancer preventing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's enhancing to the immune system, to the pineal gland,
Yeah.
to skin
You just
health.
did that.
So many different benefits.
And then you have a magic mushroom Yeah, they're all so magic.
Always amazing.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for your shots?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
I'm definitely ready.
Kind of like
All
a
right,
sushi
cool.
bar
Look at
type
this.
thing where people could sit.
I'm gonna smell it. It smells amazing.
Glad you like that. Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I could definitely drink that every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's like 16 servings in that bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very sweet, concentrated, designed to be taken as a shot so it can last, but the flavor.
Yeah, the flavor's amazing, and it's super cold, and this is a hot day.
There you go. Check us out. ParadBeverages.com.
And so you're doing events, right? People can find out where you're going to be at events, and people can buy your stuff online. So tell them how they can do that.
Yes, following us online on Instagram, The People's Herbalist, generally on all platforms, The People's Herbalist, but the site is thepeoplesherbalist.com. So you can find me there. All of our products we ship across the country, and I'm always here. I'm your herbalist.
I'm Elizabeth from Queen Bee's Pharmacy.
So you're the queen bee.
Sometimes, I think, yeah.
Tell me of, like, it's the Queen Bee's Pharmacy,
Yeah.
with an F.
With an F.
And you make a lot of things. We did try the tallow brownies, which are actually over there in the basket.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about those. They're you know.
So they're infused with cannabis and tallow, which is cow fat, beef fat.
Yeah.
If I say beef fat to people when I'm at festivals, they think I'm saying beef fat because I'm a beekeeper.
Right.
So I have to be very explicit now when I say it's just cow fat.
Yeah.
All
You're
right.
like
beef fat. You have to enunciate. So the cool thing is working with different products that we've used forever.
Right.
I think bringing people back to the roots and showing simplicity is really what I like to focus on.
Right.
I also love crafting, so I love blending and mixing different things that I'm either foraging or I grow, and then bringing. I love doing like functional seasonal skincare.
Oh, that's amazing.
Which is what I do with the tallow. Not only can you cook with it, but it's also amazing for your skin. Back in the day, we only used tallow for candles, soaps.
That's right.
Yeah. So bringing it back, I think people get a little like, oh, what is this? But then when they try it, do you want to try some?
Your skin looks amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thanks.
yeah, it must work.
Yeah, it's really it's made up of the same constituents as your own skin, so it helps replenish the skin, vitamins and the minerals and the different fats. So it's really great for like things like burns, eczema, psoriasis, like itches. I'm going to be coming out with one. You can see. I'll show you. There's jewelweed growing all around here, which is so we can infuse the jewelweed into the tallow and make something with the tallow later for poison ivy, poison sumac, and all of that. So
so that's even more amazing because she's using like foraging to actually use the products that are like around you all the time.
Functional skincare.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
It
for
was nice to
stopping
meet
by.
you.
You're beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are here with
Hilla the Killer. What's up? What's up?
So we saw you last night, and you blew our minds, and it was so much fun.
Yay.
And so we just wanted to ask you a few questions, just about how you got here.
Sure. How did I get here? This is the best place ever.
Yeah. Exactly.
I was, I got an Instagram message from MycoFest, and I was just like so excited because it was a festival, music festival, arts festival about mushrooms and mycelium and fungi, and I was like, wait a minute, like I am being asked to perform at this amazing event. So I was super stoked on it. I have the series called the ABCs of Mushrooms that I released last year. I have A, B, and C so far, but we're working on the rest of the alphabet. And so I just thought it would be super exciting to perform those songs for everybody here. And It was. And then also I just made a new song, which was released on Friday.
Is that the one we heard, the last one?
Mm-hmm.
They
The Mycelium.
They played it twice.
Yes, we played it twice. It's brand new. It just dropped. It's really awesome. It's a big anthem for the fungi community.
It was so fun. It was people in the audience that were like, "Do it again."
Yes.
So she was like, "You want to do it again?"
Yeah, Blobby. Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, let's do it again." I was like, "Great, let's do it again." Because it's a short song. It's only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2.5 minutes. So.
And you also told me, we talked earlier, that you also like work with kids, like doing the stuff. Because I told you my immediate thought was, oh, she must do some of these for kids because they just sound like it would really teach them.
Yeah.
Plus it connects it to music.
Yeah, kids love the costumes and the music. I have this whole series called Veggie Wraps, and kids love the veggie wraps. I always ask kids, like, vegetables, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. And they'll dance to the broccoli song, or I'll put them in the broccoli costume.
Yeah.
I love putting kids in the earth costume too. Like sometimes I'll put 2 kids in the earth costume at once.
Because they'll
be
fit
like,
in there.
Yeah, they'll fit in there, and then there'll be this 2-headed earth
Oh, that's awesome.
monster, which is really cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so kids are great. I love kids. I love adults. I love everybody. And the music is really for everybody. It's like supposed to be educational enough that if you're an adult, you can learn from it, but it's also fun and it's like exciting and playful enough that even kids who don't understand all the words can.
And then other people will be like, wow, I just learned something new that I didn't think of it that way before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
See,
that's the
that was
goal.
what I did. Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And how did you, I'm just curious, like, how did you start doing this? I mean, like, did it just, you were already doing music stuff and, like, you just kind of morphed in a certain direction, or was it, like, events in your life? Or?
Yeah, kind of. Like, I've been performing and rapping pretty much my whole life.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, when I graduated college, I was, like, doing more performance, more stand-up comedy stuff, and I had this, like, rapper persona, Hilla the Killa, which is now, like, my whole
Like
thing.
the real thing?
Yeah, and I would like do rap songs in my stand-up comedy sets, mostly about like body positivity and empowerment and self-love. And then as I got more and more into like ecology and plants and soil and earth science, the work really pivoted in that direction as well.
Oh my
But
God,
I think those
love
things
that.
are
I love
related,
all of
honestly.
it. No, I
Yeah.
love all of it though. I mean, I always say like music is mantra because I've messed with music before in the past, and it's like whatever you're listening to, you're sort of programming yourself with, and so you're plus you're dancing, like people are dancing and they're just having fun.
I love that. Yeah, I want to make music that people will dance to, run to, just listen to, and it has a really positive message. And the lyrics are educational. That's like really my goal. It's like I listen to a lot of music, and a lot of the content of the lyrics is like about relationships or lost love or missing somebody or something like that, and that's fine. We all have those experiences.
Yeah.
Or it's about empowerment, right? And like I'm a badass bitch or whatever, which I love that too. But then I'm like, okay, well, I'm a badass bitch now. What's the next thing that I'm gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna plant a food forest. Word. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the soil. Like, okay, cool. I'm gonna learn about the ocean. Like, so that's kind of the direction where I want to take my music, is that you're empowered, you feel good, you love music, you love life, and now we're gonna like make everything better for everybody. Go MycoFest.
Yeah, totally.
Well, I'm Fun Guy. Again, this is Faye. We're out here from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, holding it down. I'll be performing tonight around 10. So I was able to hop on the mic last night and give people a little microdose of what I do, which is predominantly freestyle rap, you know what I mean? It's a collaborative experience that we basically co-create together. People might throw out like some topics or some random words, and we incorporate it in the music.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and kind of just like vibe off of people's awareness, you know what I'm saying? Like it create a collaborative experience where like predominantly like I'm the voice for the energy present, and we all kind of just like add into whatever medicine wants to be co-created.
Surrender and remember love. It's all there is and all there ever was.
It's all divine all the time, and there's a purpose for everything, whether we see it or not.
Yeah.
You know? So it's all walking us back on the path of oneness to remember that we are one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and just being present, right?
As presence is the key to see those synchronicities and those signs, like you said, up in the clouds, because most of the time we're walking around with our head down, you know. But to see something like that, to see the sign, acknowledge it, but also like, you know, take the time to look deeper into what the meaning is, because there is a meaning, and it's going to help to guide you, you know, more clearly along your path.
Yeah, totally.
So Resurrection's the newest album. You can check it out on all the platforms. Fungi Flows, Fungi, Flows, Flows. All platforms, baby. We are here once again. Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, TikTok, IG, Facebook, Patreon, everywhere. You know what I mean? Tune in, tap in to the medicine. We about to get it in. Just gotta open up and let it in.
And just be genuine.
And just be genuine. Let's begin, baby.
Yeah. Can I hug you guys? Please. Can I hug you all together? Oh my God, I love you guys. You're so awesome.
You're so awesome.
Michael, you're gonna come in here and hug too.
Yeah, Michael.
Come in and join in the hug.
We love fungi and
Yay.
We're here with Mr. Jeff, who is volunteering. Mr. Jeff, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm loving this. This is actually my first full MycoFest, as I got to dip in the final day of last year, unofficially, crashed it, loved it, and said I'm coming back. So here I am, and they let me come back and said I can volunteer, and I appreciate it.
Cool. What have you been doing? How have you been helping the festival?
Oh, parking. Just had trash duty tonight, a little bit. But wherever they put me, and it's scheduled, so it'll vary. I don't even know where I'm at tomorrow yet, though. Hey, we play this by ear.
That's the fun part, right? The mystery. What's been your favorite part so far? We're on day 2. You know, have you seen?
Man, so like last year, showing up tail end, I didn't get to see anything but maybe a couple lectures. This year, like last night, I got to experience the music of the festival. Wow, I was blown away. I had a blast. Not only did we have, you already mentioned Hilla.
Oh yeah, Hilla was great.
So she's getting a lot of name dropping on these videos, but
she's so fun.
She deserves it.
I didn't even know she existed. And then I get here.
Me neither.
I thought I saw a blueberry on the stage. It was Planet Earth, but that was amazing.
Yeah.
And her energy. So I fell in love with that. And then they said they're gonna have open mic. So we came inside. Open mic night turned into like psychedelic church.
What?
It was
When was
good.
that?
But how did I miss that?
I missed that.
And this was last night. There was a DJ playing a lot of different ambient beats.
How did we miss that?
And electronic music and you get this typical like 60s, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Vibe, but they're all into it and I was loving it. I was feeling it too. And then the last guy you interviewed,
Fungi, yeah.
He killed it.
Yeah.
He rocked.
He was at the open mic.
He was rapping, and his rap I thought was you know, gonna be kind of energetic, like I am assuming hip hop would come across. No, it was very much spiritual. There was a lot of I don't know what the word is. I was definitely feeling the vibes though of his rap, the lyrics, listening to him articulate concepts in a music form that you don't typically hear that in, right? And I was definitely inspired by it last night. Loved it. We still got a whole evening ahead of us tonight. I think
he's performing tonight too,
yeah,
man.
there's gonna be more tonight, so I'm really excited about that. I was gonna actually rap last night.
Oh yeah?
When I realized that his raps were of a certain ilk, I didn't want to disrupt the vibe.
What do you like to rap about, Mr. Chen?
Foraging, mushroom money. My lyrics are gonna be more in line with like Hilla's.
Okay, yeah.
So like ecology, mushrooms, and things like that. But I'm tongue-in-cheek too, right? So I couldn't disrupt the vibe that they were having last night. I was letting them have that, and I was enjoying it and taking it in.
Mr. Jeff, can people find you online? Do you have videos? What do you...
Yeah, if you're into dad jokes, cringe humor, mushroom facts, I nerd out on biochemistry and a lot of the chemical constituents of mushrooms and stuff like that. But whatever your fancy is in the fungal kingdom, check out Mr. Jeff, as it's spelled on my hat, on YouTube. I don't know if you can see all that. Mr. Jeff. Got to spell it out. There's some other Mr. Jeff who spells it M-R period.
We'll put a link. We'll put a link right here. Boom.
There we go.
So you can click right through. You can follow. You can subscribe to Mr. Jeff.
If you want to be a part of a community that I'm trying to grow, it's just my Mr. Jeff Facebook page, and that's once again same thing, Mr. Jeff. And I believe if you follow me on Facebook, it links to my Instagram. I don't know, I'm not too savvy on this stuff, but if you're only Instagram, it's Mr. Jeff, like OHMISTERJEFF.
All lowercase.
All lowercase, the at symbol at the beginning and all that jazz. But yeah, Instagram is my photography. Facebook is my communication with the Myco community and my followers. And YouTube is my vlogging, and hopefully soon we're gonna have more educational videos and current mushroom events and what's going on.
Very cool.
Sweet. Wow, Mr. Jeff, thank you so much. Can we hug it out, man?
Definitely, I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for being you, for volunteering, coming out here. You think you're gonna come back here next year?
Definitely, if they let me.
Yeah, me too.
Can we hug
me
you
too.
all together?
Let's do it.
Hey, there we go.
This is LoveWise Media. We love you.
We're here with
Dan.
Dan, and this Dan makes these. He's got a ball of keyrings, and they're all handmade. They're so cool. I mean, I'm like, that's why I'm like sitting here looking through them. I really want one. And so, tell us about like how you started doing this.
Yeah, I was in corporate IT for 20 years. I was a super serious businessman, and a few years back, I had an experience that made me question what I was doing with my life and kind of the importance of quality time versus spending your life working. And I started going to music festivals, and I made a lot of good connections and wanted to see what I could do to make that, like how I could come every weekend and how I could make that my life. So I started experimenting with making different kinds of art, and this is what stuck. Now I travel around on the weekends and sell keychains to people at music festivals, and I wouldn't change anything for the world. I left a super stressful, high-paying career to enjoy life, and I'm blessed every day just to be able to come out here and show my keychains to people.
That's amazing, and besides, it must be kind of therapeutic and fun to actually make these.
Yeah. And I love, actually, because I travel around a lot, I love seeing them in the wild. Like, coast to coast, I see people with my keychains.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or I'll be recognized. Down in Georgia, somebody recognized me. Hey, you're the keychain guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, how can people find you if they wanted to, like, because I'm sure you can, like, you will mail these if people want them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have them on a site or Instagram.
Yeah, pretty much Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to tell them like your.
Yeah,
get in touch with you on Instagram.
It's just my name. It's at Dan Kalish. It's DANKALISH, and I have all my artwork and things that I make on there.
I'm Martin Roseman. I like to consider myself an experientialist by nature. I just collect and celebrate and experience experiences. Professionally in the human world, I'm a body worker, massage therapist, energy worker, as well as other healing modalities. And then I also manage and own a company that manufactures herbal wellness products and sustainable eco-friendly packaging using sustainable practices as well. So that's kind of like the gist of my human career, but mostly I would consider myself a creator and an artist. So I just like to create projects and create experiences for people to share and hold in space with each other.
Oh, nice. And are these experiences available online? Do you do anything online, or is it all in person?
It's all in person for right now. I've been going through a metamorphosis on choosing how I want to show up in this world, as I think many people have, in a recalibration of like the universe kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of putting me back on track for my original purpose. So I've been regressing, taking things off to go back to a nice base to build back on, again, on stable ground. So I'll be looking to incorporate and share space more publicly relatively soon.
Very cool. Where are you located?
Oh, we're located in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you travel around at all, doing stuff?
I travel everywhere, anywhere, just because I love travel. I love sharing new experiences, meeting new people. I'm a storyteller as well as a story listener. I collect stories from other people to share those stories and the lessons I receive with others who I think could benefit from hearing them.
Yeah, and I always see stories as like threads, between people. Like once you share the story, it's like that thread is there, and then it just keeps spreading out, kind of like the mycelium, maybe. And how can people find the things the products and the actual physical items?
So you can find my products at rosemanremedies.com, where we also have like a Find Your Remedy quiz on the website.
Cool.
So you'll be able to kind of get yourself pointed towards a product or a remedy that would benefit and heal you. You can find me on social media at Flora, Flora Frequencies with a 5 instead of an S. And that's my Instagram handle.
Okay.
For right now.
Okay. Very cool. Is there anything else you'd like anybody to know as far as like your experience? Any nuggets you have to share?
I'd say that this experience, much like last year, has been a very grounding and centering experience. I've been going through, like I said, a metamorphosis and kind of researching for who I am in this adult life, my inner child in this adult life. And this has been one of the safest spaces to be in for those type of things. I've been to music festivals for a long time. And this festival has an energy and an air that is very unique to itself. It's a very loving community to be in. One that which everyone kind of brought a little bit of something in one way or another. Even when logistic things fell apart, we all came together in some way to make this happen. So that's really a beautiful moment to share and experience.
Yeah, totally. I have to agree. This is our first time, and it definitely was a beautiful experience.
Thank you for helping us set up our tent.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Thank you, Martin.
I'm Tom Morose, and I've been connected with this property for over 40 years. Since I was a teenager, I was friends with the original owners who purchased it in 1966.
So this place it has a lot of functions. There's a sculpture garden behind us, which is beautiful. This land is amazing. It's got creeks and water all over it. I imagine it has springs on it.
When it was originally a farmland, and there were no ponds when my friends Russell and Don purchased the property, they dug the 4 ponds and connected it with the stream that was coming through the property. There is a lot of underground water, and our water source is a deep well on the
Very
property.
cool. Yeah, I figured that because people were like, "Oh, can you drink the water here?" I'm like, "We're in the middle of nowhere. And they're definitely coming from a well." So do you want to tell us like anything else you do besides like being connected with the land? Do you do like art or make things?
Yeah, I feel that, I grew up here, and this place opened up my mind to art, music, gardening when I was young, and that kind of influenced my travel since then. I've worked both in corporate America, and I worked for a large international human rights foundation for a long time and had the opportunity to travel the world. But it all brought me back to here to integrate, to find my roots here and feel connected with other initiatives like what we're trying to do here around the world. I think that's where, once again, mushrooms and the global network, the power of a network.
Yeah, and you can feel it here. When we had to talk about, there's actually ley lines here that they meet right here on this property in a pentagram, the pentacle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they meet like right in the dead like middle, of it, like dividing it in half, which is like really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was blown away when I heard that speaker. I saw somebody speaking about Stonehenge Gardens and geomancy, and I said, I don't know this person. What do they know about Stonehenge Gardens? And yeah, it was just to know where the ley lines are and that we're at an energetic spot. It's very powerful.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned last night, and you may want to mention this on here about you're looking for people to invest in the property or like participate in the property. I know you have a lot of festivals. I want to talk about that too, like a lot of events here.
Yeah, I really want to put it out there that part of this restructuring is to bring in the gifts of the people that come here in whatever form that can be. And that's with the restructuring that we did. We did have a nonprofit for 20 years, and that brought in some great programming, but it was a little bit too much for a nonprofit to manage the overall vision. And that's when we decided a couple of years ago to create a public benefit corporation. It's kind of a new structure, a business that has a social purpose. And we created that officially a little bit over a year ago. And we just started an initiative called an equity crowdfunding that allows people to own a share of the Stonehenge Public Benefit Corporation. And it just went live a little bit over a month ago, and it's going to last for 2 more months until the beginning of October. So there is this opportunity for people to invest as little as $500, and we're trying to improve the infrastructure so that we can have more festivals like this. And we'd like to have a natural food cafe on the property.
Oh, cool.
And a glamping operation.
Oh, cool.
We really want to support local economy as well. That we would like. We have a retail shop that we're supporting local artists and local farmers, and so we have local food products and bringing in local artists to kind of. We really love people to do what they love to do and make a living off of that. And through my travels, I've come across different co-working spaces around the world, and I think kind of post-pandemic, people are working from home more, but there's this feeling of isolation that we want to create a co-working space here in the cafe, that if somebody has an idea and they're not quite sure how to get it off the ground, they can be inspired by other social entrepreneurs and creators and then come here and have some great natural food and meet other people to kind of inspire their journey.
That sounds awesome.
And this is my spiritual guide. He showed up at our Harmonic Earth Festival last year, and he never left. And we're having that Harmonic Earth Festival on September 23rd to the 25th. And he's an awesome guy. He's part dog. He goes for walks with me around. And, so it's Bhakti the cat.
He's like, all right.
So perfect for us to sit here.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time in this place and just your kindness, and it just radiates off of you. You're an amazing person.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity.
And we're here with Alexia, which I get called often, and she also gets called Alexa, so this is kind of a funny interview.
Yeah.
And we just want to hear, I know you recently moved here, and you're doing a lot of, I think you said you're the co-director, right?
I like to think so, yeah.
She said I like to think so.
Well, because I'm bringing a lot of, younger, intuitive, creative energy and working with the grounds to, first, obviously, clean up wherever I can, pick up sticks and stuff and nails and whatever else comes your way, chop wood if you can, start fires. But there's also, in this land, we talk a lot about permaculture, which is what the land asks of us.
Yeah.
Whether it's something small or big, and that's come through in different ways, to, building a cob oven on the land to balance out the extra earth and water with fire and metal, which is an interesting permaculture concept.
Yeah.
To incorporate earth, air, fire, water, and metal into everything that is designed. Houses, land, gardens. So that's the super cool land that MycoFest is taking place at this weekend. Stonehenge Permaculture Health and Wellness Center and Gardens. I moved here about 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It's been pretty wild, And this weekend it takes a different level of work on, because we're taking care of 300 people and 5 cats.
Yeah, and I've seen you in the kitchen a lot, in the community kitchen.
Yeah, I almost do not, it's I want to really meet everyone and engage with every booth, but I feel required to help as much as possible. And it's almost, in a way, it's you can only be there for everybody else so much.
Right.
Because there's so many vendors and different food people, and everybody is always going to need something.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to balance out like running around and taking care of myself and enjoying the time. Yeah. But it's been quite surreal.
So many cool people here and so much going on.
A lot of specializations, skills, talents, assets, uniqueness that I really think a part of Stonehenge Vision is everybody has something to give.
Yeah.
Everybody has like a dedication, a will to create something.
Yeah.
Whether it's just a mowed lawn.
Yeah.
Or a festival for a bunch of people to enjoy. There's that will to create that continues to push Stonehenge forward, and it's been 50 years in the making that we continue to build on the land.
Yeah,
and it asks of us.
Yeah, I mean, and it takes a group effort. Like, this is a huge place. It's super beautiful. So how can anybody get in touch with you to either on the level of speaking about this place or just anything else you do? Because I know you obviously, or you can talk about other things you do that you have to share.
Well, we have a gift shop as well at Stonehenge that we're trying to incorporate local farmers, spices. Right now we have local quail eggs from our friend Steve, who owns a local farm. We also have a couple different. We carry honey from the beehives that we keep on the roof.
Oh, cool.
A friend of Tom's has a hobby, and he wanted to have a full-time profession, but it didn't work out, so we just worked together to get some beehives on the roof. And
that's awesome.
He comes whenever he can make it and makes us honey, and we can sell it in our gift shop. We do have a website as well, Stonehenge Gardens. You can find us at, and it has a lot of information on there about, anything from upcoming events to how to get into contact with us. Tom specifically as well, the director here, and we also have some information too about the nonprofit that we started off as, and some newer stuff as well. We were recently, and I'm not the business major of the group, but we recently started a B Corp investment opportunity for community members. So that's really something to look up on our website. We have a video that's very interesting. You can get involved, whether you're nearby and you want to come and volunteer or just check out the land, or if you're even an hour out, there's always something someone can give.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of events, and I know that you take volunteers for all those things too.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's always work to do, and there's an old Amish saying that says many hands makes light work.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Truly a great honor to meet you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
My name is Alexia. I'm the operations manager at MycoSymbiotics. MycoSymbiotics throws MycoFest. So under operation management, because MycoSymbiotics is constantly expanding, we are planning for 2023 to have its own festival team set for the whole year organizing this. But until then, I did take on as management organizing this whole thing and kind of legislating what's going on and structuring what was happening on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So that was me.
And she has like such poise and grace while she's doing this, because I know it's stressful and you're just like nice every time I've talked to you. Tell me how you got involved.
I've been following Will on social media maybe for just 2 years, and I've heard of him, and I like the work he was doing. He's a community organizer just like me, so it was inspiring to see someone who was able to do it, and someone of color, and someone that's exciting, and someone that's fun. So
she just threw her phone over there.
Just threw my phone. So shows the phone. So that's kind of like how our relationship started. I asked him to be a guest on my podcast, which I am on a break with right now, but he wasn't able to make it. So we're kind of like just back and forth, like, hey, you're a cool community organizer, you're a cool community organizer, And then in November, December, I graduated from Penn State Harrisburg. And so I was like in this transition period, and Will hopped into my DMs in November and was like, hey, do you want to organize for MycoSymbiotics? And I was already doing community organizing, but just with my own company and my community, small community in Harrisburg, PA. And so I said yes, and then, as the company grew and as me and Will's friendship grew, I took on more responsibilities and I became the management, head, which is lovely because I'm good at organizing. I like organizing. I like things to go smooth. I can see where things shouldn't go bad, and my attitude is kind of like bossy in a way, for lack of a better term.
Commanding.
Yeah, so I'm just like, this should be better. So I'm not mad at it, and I see Will's vision, and I see what we could do in the world to make it a better place. And if I can, help Will execute that vision and help MycoSymbiotics become a huge movement in the world, then I'm here for it. And along with my company Delightful, which Will supports, and we still do events in Harrisburg. So we're kind of like a sister and brother organization that came together and are flourishing together.
Wow, okay. So if people want to get in touch with you either about MycoSymbiotics or Delightful, how do they do that?
So in Instagram, it is Delight is Full. My company is Delightful with 2 L's, like I'm full of delight. So Delight is Full, F-U-L on Instagram.
Okay.
On Facebook, we are Delightful with 2 L's. But you can reach me by email, delightisfull@gmail.com. And just tap in wherever you can find me.
Okay.
I'm around. I'm a fairy. I fly everywhere.
And if people want to know about MycoSymbiotics, also they can go contact you that way.
Leslie at MycoSymbiotics.com. You can go to MycoSymbiotics.com. We're really open on social media. You can pretty much DM any of us, and we'll respond with anything, really. We're community based, we're not trying to be away from the community and be a capital venturist here on this, like, throne up here, you can't talk to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're really open with that.
And you guys are making all those cool products that I saw up there, right?
Yeah. So MycoSymbiotics does have a product line. We grow our own mushrooms, indoor and outdoor. We have an indoor and outdoor lab in Lemoyne, New Cumberland, Harrisburg area. And we sell fresh mushrooms, dry mushrooms. And from our mushrooms from our lab, we make concentrate, we make tinctures, and we make other value-added products. Like right now we have a mushroom salt, a mushroom hot sauce, a mushroom marinara sauce, a maple peach bourbon maitake sauce. We have a lion's mane and cordyceps cacao blend right now.
That's the one that I'm interested in.
A bunch of fun things.
That's the one I saw that I was like, oh my God, they told me all the ingredients. I was like, wow.
It's so good. It's vegan.
It sounds amazing.
And it's not vegan, honey. It's so healthy, and it's just like wonderful. It's wonderful. It's like fun, how can I put mushrooms in these products that'll make eating mushrooms fun and exciting?
Yeah, and they look like beautiful products. The packaging is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you want to check those out, you already know the website. Is there anything else you'd like people to know?
I was just going to say that we have our awesome content creation manager and design person on staff, Clint, that just does all of our labels, and he's just amazing. MycoSymbiotics has been growing exponentially. We have 5 people on payroll right now, and we're just, we're happy to be here as an org, as a family, and as human beings.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your kindness your energy and your joy and just your wanting to share all this with everybody else.
Why else do it?
This is
Why else do it?
This is we've had an amazing time. It's now Sunday, and we're here talking to William. I know your first name, but I don't know your last name, so I'm going to let you do the rest.
William Padilla Brown.
Okay.
Oh, I should have.
Here he is.
Bing. Yeah, William Padilla Brown. That's me. Founder of MycoSymbiotics, founder of MycoFest, and good old family man. MycoSymbiotics is an environmental research business.
Okay.
We use our products to fund our research so that we don't have to rely on grants or banks that would require us to do specific things with the results of our research or do specific types of research.
Right.
So yeah, we just tapped into the to the contemporary trends and navigate them ethically to produce wealth for our research.
Very nice, and health for people that.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's all about the source of what we're consuming, making sure it's quality, and making sure that there's good soil for the next 7 generations. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
There's nothing
more important.
There is nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so it's so.
Yeah, and how did the festival come together? Which was first?
Which was first, the business or the festival?
Yeah.
They both started the same year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started them both. I had a vision for both when I started it all. So yeah, it was in 2015, and I had a little baby boy, and I was learning about food and nutrition and where food comes from and quality and all this kind of things. And I was just realizing that my son would be subjected to the reality of not having access to organic foods or clean foods and things like that, because I was serving tables when he was born, and around that time, right before I started the business, I was serving tables, making like $2 or something an hour and then tips.
Yeah.
So all in all, I was making like $1,200 or between $800 and $1,200 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then putting diapers on the kid and paying rent and all that kind of stuff is like impossible.
Yeah.
It's literally impossible. So,
yeah, I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, they don't. They depend on other people, and like that's the thing. I realized like by taking like if I was to take on go to college or anything like that when I was younger, that other people would take that on because I would be holding on to that much debt.
Right.
You know, like my family or somebody I would have to lean on. You know.
Plus the pressure of being in a system that you don't want to, like in the participating in the system in a way that you don't want to.
Yeah.
To pay the debt.
Mm-hmm. So from then, I just I wanted to be able to provide my son with clean, healthy, quality food. So I just started growing food at first, and I got into permaculture fairly quickly because I was just trying to understand how everything was connected. Like I could feel everything was connected, but I didn't know like the logistics of it all.
Right.
And coming from a Western English speaking background. I mean, I'm African and Higher Antilles mixed up with Portuguese and a little bit of European Jewish in there, some little tiny percentage of that. But it's like all of these things mixed up because of colonization, all these kinds of things. But that Western English speaking mind is a mind of classification and logic.
Yeah.
So in order for me to believe that magic was real, I had to understand the logic of magic and the science of magic, which was really just, you know, reconnecting with nature.
Yeah.
Because I mean, most of what science is just describing magic. And, you know,
trying to put it in a controllable, like, you know,
trying to put a dam on it. And,
yeah, like trying to put it in a compartmentalized
shoe on it.
form. Yeah, exactly. So then you were, you know, in what year was it?
I started this in 2015.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started MycoSymbiotics because as I was doing all of my activities, I was also on the internet and recognized that anything I was doing involved with mushrooms would trend towards more analytics, better analytics, more views, all these kind of things.
Oh, wow.
So I knew that was going to continue.
Okay.
I could see it continuing over the years from 2012 to 2015. So I just incorporated MycoSymbiotics to kind of gear up for it. I also really was like so passionate about learning about mushrooms, which I still am. And some of the only places that you could go to learn about mushrooms were, you know, private events on the West Coast or the Telluride Mushroom Festival, which is pretty much a private event also.
I've heard that mentioned a lot.
And so I just looked at the Telluride Mushroom Festival. I looked at all their speakers. I looked at how they were doing their thing, and then I tried to, you know, calculate my budget for getting out there as a server with a baby. Is it possible? Like that place is very inclusive. Or very exclusive, not inclusive, very exclusive. Like just in the sense of like even getting transportation to get in there. And so I wanted to make something accessible here in Pennsylvania, touching more states than any other state, with active highways that connect across the entire state. A day's distance from 40% of the U.S. population, I felt was a good place to put an affordable event and connect some communities. So I made it like $60 the first year, put camping, and we fed everybody. And we brought out a fair amount of people to come teach. And every year we've just been building and figuring out how to make it work. Because like the first couple of years I lost a lot of money. I haven't necessarily like made that much money, but we've been able to keep ourselves afloat enough that we have people employed running it.
So how can people learn more about like what you do? How can they make contact with you individually?
They can check us out or check me out on Instagram at MycoSymbiote. I have a Telegram link in there if you want to see uncensored content, because Instagram highly censors my content and doesn't let me go on live or doesn't let certain people comment on my message, on my posts.
Okay.
So if anybody wants to see like what I actually think or what I'm actually doing besides the stuff that is just allowed to be talked about, I also have a Telegram link which is on through the Instagram page. So aside from personal, for business we have MycoSymbiotics. We also have MycoFest. And we also have mycosymbiotics.com and mycofest.net.
Okay.
So you can find more information there. We have a YouTube channel called Apex Grower, which has over 300 educational videos on it.
Okay.
She got you a lighter.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're okay.
And is there anything else you'd like people to know?
That this is an annual festival and you can come next year if you didn't get out here this time.
Yeah, and they have volunteer opportunities and all kinds of opportunities, and this is the most laid back, like, group of diverse people that I've ever been around.
Wes?
Where will you have it next year?
Not sure yet. Probably Western Pennsylvania.
Well, thank you.
My pleasure.
I know you're a busy guy.
Oh no, I'm chilling. I'm about to smoke some weed.
I know, you handle it all very calmly, I noticed.
He solved no drum set in half an hour. Where was he going to get a drum set? Where do we get a drum set? In Pennsylvania. In 30 minutes, what the band needs.
We figured it.
We clap now.